I think that's going to be my go-to.
It's obviously we need some advice when it comes to drink and food. Food, we got the advice from the Chew's Carla Hall. You might know her from the show that airs right here, 1 o'clock on, I should say, on 13 Wham. Fans were lucky enough to see her in town this past weekend at Wegmans, and we were lucky as well. She came by our studio to record this exclusive food segment. Here it is. We are very excited. The TV studio buzzing today with the name Carla Hall. Usually we have her, by satellite through somewhere else where she's joining us. Now she's joining us in person. I'm here. We see her here with her new cookbook. We see her, of course, on the Chew, 1 o'clock on 13 Wham. We see her everywhere, and now she is here.
I'm so excited to be here. I can't even tell you. I'm going to be on this whirlwind Wegmans book tour, which is so excited to come here. And I'm amazed at all the art. All of the beautiful art. And I know I was here last year, but I'm like, oh, color everywhere.
We are very proud of our Wegmans, that's for sure. So this one, Carla's Comfort Foods, and I love it for several reasons. One, I'm very much into comfort foods these days. Yes. Number two, I love, because we've talked before, you didn't start out being a chef. You started out as an accountant.
I was an accountant. I mean, my friends, when I told them that I was cooking at home, they're like, no. And I remember distinctly, I made this tomato soup, and I must have put 4 cans of tomato paste in the tomato soup. Girl, it was so bad. My friends were like, okay, can we take you out to eat? Because we're not eating this. And they saved it. They actually froze that soup and saved it as a joke, and they would pull it out of their freezer to say, remember you made this? So when I told people that I was interested in cooking, they were like, really? Who's going to buy that food? I'm so not going to buy that food. What do you mean?
Well, it gives me hope. And one of the things is you kept everyone in mind. The food, people who don't know very much, which, would be me. And, of course, the food people who, watch your show all the time and know all of this stuff. You kept all of us in mind when you put this book together. And one of the things that I love is, because my sister is always telling me, you just have to learn how spices go together. And look at this, right in the book, a spice chart, how they all go together.
Yes.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Because my sister keeps saying, as soon as you learn this, you'll have the key to cooking. And I'm like, all right, it's got to kick in at some point. So, spice chart, love it. And which, speaking of, I mean, we have some different kind of slaws, and there are 3 very different, distinct ones.
We have a creamy coleslaw, which they have in the Bahamas, but they also have kind of in the southern coleslaw, and that's with the mayo and celery seeds. Then we have this tangy and spicy coleslaw that you might have with Mexican food or El Salvadorian food. Central American, tangy and no mayo at all. But today I want to show you how to do a carrot and cucumber slaw with a ginger plum dressing.
And does this have my friend cilantro in it?
Do you like cilantro?
I love cilantro.
Oh, so
I smelled all 3 and I'm like, I hope we're making that one. So I'm excited. All right.
But the dressing is really easy because you're throwing everything. It doesn't even matter how you're throwing it in the blender, but everything goes in the blender.
Okay.
Push a button. Dump and stir.
I can do that.
Right? So you have dried plums, and remember back in the day we used to call them prunes, but they had a reconnaissance. they had a makeover. It's like Madonna, like a new career.
It's the new it fruit?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
When I was sick as a child, my mother would say, okay, drink some prune juice. So they're dried plums, ginger, and the whites of the scallions, and we do a little cilantro, water, white vinegar, and oil. So all of that goes into a blender, and then we have this beautiful dressing here.
Oh, that's what makes it?
Yes. Yes, so that's that. I want you to taste some. Can you?
I was like, should I stick my finger in there? Because I really wanted to try it.
Isn't that yummy?
Okay, it's so many different tastes.
So many different tastes. This is going to be our dressing for the slaw. But can you imagine this on tuna? You can put it on chicken, like a chicken salad. So delicious.
Even on fish, maybe, too.
On fish, exactly. So here we have our cucumbers. And all of this was done on a mandolin, but you can also cut it by hand.
Okay.
So our carrots are going to go in there. And then we have some jicama. And this is just soak it in water just so that it doesn't turn brown. But this has the texture of like a potato and a pear, but it's so crunchy and so nice.
And summery.
And summery. And then this is a great slaw, speaking of summer, a great slaw for picnics because you don't have to worry about that mayo and you can have everything mixed together and then you're going to take it on your picnics and just toss it or whatever. So if you will dump these, you have to work.
Yeah, okay.
Dump
I'm happy to work.
Scallions in here.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. And then you have a little bit of that chopped cilantro, but we can also, I want you to, if you know
so
on the
good.
show, Clinton tears the parsley and stuff. Can you just tear some parsley for you? Could be
Sure.
Clinton. Clinton's always doing like, Just get in there, yep. And then we're gonna add some sprouts.
Ooh, sorry.
That's all right.
It's full contact cooking with Carla.
That's it, full contact. I mean, this is something that your kids can do.
Good.
You can have them get in there and just help you with all of this. So we're gonna put in some sprouts right there. Okay, awesome. And then now we're gonna take our dressing and just pour that in here.
This one that we made?
Mm-hmm.
Which, oh, it smells delicious.
It's so good. Yes, let me get in there.
Okay.
And this dressing, if you're making it, go ahead and make a lot because you can use it on so many different things. Now, okay, it's not finished.
Okay.
You know what we want now?
Peanuts?
We want peanuts, but we also want texture.
Ah, yes.
So this, our rice vermicelli, which we're gonna put some of this in here.
Which you said we can find anywhere because I love it. You also say in here you don't use the highfalutin stuff.
Exactly. Now, they may have this at your grocery store because in the international aisle, and this is how they start. They go into hot oil and they fry up in seconds.
Okay.
So it's this, and this is gonna add texture to your salad. All right.
Will that make it last, like if you wanted to eat some tomorrow, will it still be crispy?
No, I would suggest that you would just put some in the portion that you're eating and then save your little crunchy bits to add just before. All right. Oh, do I have a fork for you? Girl, eat your with her fingers.
As long as she said it's okay, I'm going to do what she says.
This is okay.
It's her recipe. It's her rules. I can eat with my hands.
So we're going to go in. Right? All those different textures. And you know, food also tastes better when you're eating with your fingers, like just people. Just like that.
All right, so we're going to put this down because I've got to show the book one more time. So you can see her here in the book. We can see you on the chew.
Yes.
And thank you so much for visiting us in Rochester.
You're welcome. I hope you do this at home.
She's going to make a chef out of me yet. We'll be back.